Awesome. So welcome, family. Super excited to be here with you guys today. We have France in the house. Wow, welcome, welcome. For those of you who are returning at tonight, that meaning you were here last night on yesterday's session, drop a 111 in the chat box. I want to go ahead and welcome you all back for tuning in once more to today's session. If today is your first day hopping on, welcome as well. Drop a 222 in the chat box. I want to go ahead and make sure that I kind of have a feel for who is on tonight's call, whether I need to do a brief recap of yesterday's session, because I know some people hopped on a bit late. So there's a lot of information that is going to be kind of thrown your way at the very beginning. And if you're not already a part of the Telegram chat, please make sure to go ahead and add yourself. I will go ahead and drop the link right now in the chat. It's absolutely free. This is just a way for us to be able to communicate, ask questions, safe space, no judgment, judgment-free zone, and be able just to kind of, help you guys along this trading journey, because it can be a bit overwhelming with so much information. And as you guys can tell, our other educators are doing a phenomenal job at really, being in and out with the bag, catching trades. But for someone who might be potentially brand new, or you're just getting back to it, it can still be a bit overwhelming when they're just kind of calling out trades and you really don't even know where to go, right? I was the person who was just kind of clicking that green or red button and just kind of being like praying it would clear, but not really fully understanding the concept of trading to where I felt comfortable and confident, trading my own money. So I don't know about you guys, but if you guys can relate, let me know in the chat box. I feed off of your guys' energy. So if you guys give me energy, I will reciprocate the same back. So yesterday we touched base on a lot of links, a lot of websites that will potentially help you guys, right? Set yourself up for your trading day. So in the Telegram group after this session, I will reshare those links again, right? And they basically touch over how to check for news, right? Because when we are analyzing the foreign currency exchange market, we know news moves the market. So it's very important to be aware of what news for what currencies is potentially happening for that particular day, okay? Because I would hate for you guys to have a very beautiful setup, right? And get in and news happens and this just completely swings the other way. And you were kind of betting yourself on this one, right? So it's better to be precautious, do your due diligence, do the things necessary before placing that buy or sell, right? The next one would be potentially checking the currency strength meter. I just kind of like to see where the market is, right? Let me go ahead and quickly share my screen so that you guys can kind of get an understanding of what this will look like here. So this is essentially the currency strength meter. I just kind of quickly come on here. Like I said, the links will be in that Telegram chat. To kind of see where the market is pushing, which ones I potentially want to trade. Because if the market is really not moving, I kind of really don't want to waste my time, because within binary, as you know, you're trading money in minutes. So you definitely need to make sure that you want to get with the currency pairs that are going to give you the best movements in the time that you're within that market and be in and out, right? So within here, right, as I briefly mentioned before, just to kind of give you guys a background of how to use the currency strength meter, if I am looking currently at GBP JPY as a potential currency strength meter that I want to exchange, what would I be looking for? Would I be looking for a buy or a sell? How would I be able to determine that? Just kind of looking at this as the first confirmation. Well, I want to be able to see the strength of it. As you guys can see, GBP is full bars here, while JPY is at 1 bar, meaning it is a very weak in comparison to GBP. So in this case, right, yesterday we had a opposed example where the second currency strength meter was much stronger, right? JPY was much stronger yesterday. So I was looking for sell opportunities. In this case, right, we're seeing GBP much stronger. So in this case, I will be looking at any potential buy ideas in reference to this currency pair, right? If that makes sense, let me know in the comments. Drop a 333. I just want to make sure that as you guys are following along, this information is making sense. Okay, perfect. Thank you all for engaging. So From here, we did have some questions that came out in the Telegram chat as far as compounding and having a daily plan, a daily trading goal, right? And to start off, right, I really highly emphasize to focus on overall daily percentage growth opposed to dollar amount growth. And the reason why I say that is because when you look at a dollar amount and you're looking at $2.50 or maybe $5, $10 even at the beginning can be a bit frustrating because you're just like, oh my God, why is this so little? Like, I need to trade more, right? And you're in that mode of like excitement and you're just kind of like, I'm in mode, I want to keep trading. We want to instill good habits from the very beginning. So we want to make sure that you guys set a goal from the very beginning. So when you open your computer, your laptop, your phones, your iPads, and you're ready to trade, you already have a goal in mind. You already know how many trades you will be taking to reach that goal. And I will be able to help you guys break that quickly down. So as we mentioned yesterday, it is very quick how you can compound your accounts if you follow a plan and you stay disciplined to that plan. Okay, because you can easily blow an account in one trading session. If your emotions get the best of you, I promise you, there's only regret involved. So I would rather you guys learn, right, from many lessons. I'm pretty sure if any of you guys have blown an account, like I said, we're hot, open, and transparent here. We're going to keep it real. Like I mentioned on yesterday's call, I have blown many accounts. And it's not that it doesn't work, because I can literally honestly say I made a mistake every single time, whether that was letting emotions get the best of me, right? Whether that was revenge trading, whether that was trading off of a bad day that I should have probably maybe not have traded. Maybe the markets were not moving and I was forcing the markets, right? Rather than being patient. So I don't know about you guys, but if anyone has ever blown an account here, let's be open and honest. Let's drop a 777 in the chat box, okay? We're keeping it real. We're growing, right? As traders, we're here to keep it real, raw, and open. The same way you can blow accounts, right? I've seen multi-millionaires and six-figure earners blow multiple accounts before they finally had that trading breakthrough. And there will be multiple trading breakthroughs in your journey, and that is okay. Okay, I want you guys to know that mistakes and lessons are welcome and okay here. Don't be afraid of taking a lesson. Don't be afraid if that red bubble pops up. If that red bubble pops up, take it as, hey, you know what? I paid my tuition. I paid my tuition. What could I have learned from this trade that I could have done better or differently next time? Note those things down, because I promise you, you'll forget them later on. And when you're trading later on, you're like, oh my God, I made the same mistake over and over again. So we want to instill good patterns and good trading habits. So thank you all for your honesty, for those of you who dropped 777s and keeping it real in the chat box. So as we mentioned, right, you guys can come on here and still, you know, literally Pocket Options is a trading platform that is so amazing because so many people around the world can use this platform. I'm going to go ahead and quickly drop that link for those of you who don't currently have an account, right, and be able to open an account using this link. You can open it with as little as $50 in that trading account, right? Be able to open a real account, have fun with it, right? Stress-free. Don't put so much pressure on this, okay? Understand that whether, no matter what point in your trading journey you are, right, you're still growing, you're still learning. Be patient with yourself, right? Do not compare yourself to anyone else, no matter where your starting point is, okay? So like I said, by focusing on that percentage growth, I starting off was always recommended to have anywhere between 3 to 5% daily growth. Okay, so let's start off at 5%, right? Let's say you guys are doing this for about maybe 90 days. Okay, you're investing 100% obviously every time you're using 5% of your whole entire balance. We're not including weekends since the Forex market is closed on certain periods, right? I'll also be dropping my slides from yesterday's session in the Telegram chat that has included all the market sessions, the time each session is open, right? As well as including the charts for best times to trade, right? So as you guys can see here, I'll just go ahead and calculate it now. And this essentially lets me know that by around the time of March, I could have literally compounded a $50 account to over $4,000. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like an amazing way to pay off the holiday expenses, right? Or any maybe New Year's trips that may came along. But this sounds like a great way to flip some extra money. Those extra $50 that you would have spent eating out anyways can easily go into a real account. And then this can be the start of something great, something that can bring you that extra stream of income. So now we're going to go ahead and move along. One question that I did have that stood out in the actual Telegram chat was, when coming to analyze the markets, right? How would I analyze the markets? What time frames would I use? And how would you go essentially about it, right? So I want to be able to come in here and give you guys some examples. I know yesterday we ran a little bit out of time, but I want to be able to come in here and give you guys some examples of great. Look, right now, actually, Euro JPY at the 1 minute time frame is literally at its great point to enter for a sell idea, right? And the reason I can explain this here right now using the simple 3 confirmations, right, is that you have the market, right? We would see essentially the market move up and down, right? But we want to find points in the market. The easiest way I can even explain this to you guys is buying when the market is low. Sheesh. Buying when the market is low, right? And selling when the market is high. I don't know to you guys, this kind of looks like to me like it's pretty high. It looks like it's been moving, you know, in an upward movement for quite a bit. And as we know, nothing will go up forever. Nothing will remain down forever. As we know, price will fixate, shoot up, go down, and it will do its thing, right? So essentially right now, if you would have taken a sell idea on Euro JPY, you would either have already cleared or currently be in profits for a 1 minute position trade idea, right? You could even be on a 3 minute position trade idea, and I'll explain in a minute why. I want to be able to break this down for you guys so that you guys can have the peace of mind of knowing, okay, what time frame am I going to analyze the market in? And how much time am I going to place per trade? Because as you'll see, some of these educators are trading 3 minutes, 1 minute, maybe even 5 to 15 minutes. So you're probably wondering, well, what's the best time frame for me? And you'll slowly figure that out as time goes on. Okay. When I first started, I was kind of, you know, I was a beginner trader. I was very red, I want to say, where I was just kind of like in kill mode. I was just like attack, attack, attack. So I was trading off of the 1 minute time frame. So let me break it down. So make sure you guys have pen and paper out on how the best way it was for me, the process that I went through as it was to analyze the market. So no matter what time frame I was going to trade, I always wanted, right, to start off analyzing on the daily time frame. And the reason as to why, right, I want to be able to analyze this on the daily time frame is I want to see where the market is, where it's been, and essentially where it is going. Okay. Not that it will have such great impact, but if you see that this thing is dropping, okay, you definitely want to go again with the trend. As we mentioned yesterday, the trend is your friend. You want to go with the trend. You will get the best movements and peace of mind when you are trading. Okay. So as I can see right now on the daily, I can see that this has kind of been coming down for the past, you know, couple of days. But by analyzing, right, looking at the current indicators that I have, which as I mentioned yesterday, on TradingView is a free website. You can use up to about 3 or 4 free indicators, right, that you can add by clicking on this little link right here, okay, and adding, just searching these 3 simple indicators. The volume bar, you don't have to change any indicators, just leave it as is. The next one is the stochastic, and the last one will be the RSI, which is the relative strength index, okay? So as you guys can see some of the settings that I have here for the stochastic and for the RSI. Take a screenshot of these, right? You can adjust the settings on your own time. So by me looking at this, right, on the daily, I'm seeing that this is going to potentially start to come up. Okay. I'm already seeing, right? I'm trying to zoom in as best as I can. I'm trying to look where it's the best time to enter in the market. Okay. So just even looking at the daily, I know that when I want to enter for a buy idea, I want to make sure that I have first confirmation, a blue volume bar. Okay. Next, we'll be looking at my stochastic. I see that this already crossed below, right, that red line. As I mentioned yesterday, right, this blue line signifies, think of a house, a roof, right? You have your ceiling and then you have your flooring, okay, which signifies this red line. So I want, in order to know when price is ready to now turn into the opposite direction, I want to not get in when it first breaks, okay? I don't want to get into the market when it first crosses that line. Why? If I would have gotten in when the market first crossed that line, you can see that the market still goes down yet again, okay? And on pocket options, there is no option to roll over or add additional time. When you go in there for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or however long time you select, you will clear at the end of that time, unless you close that position out early for half the loss, right? You will clear out in that time. So in that amount of time, 3, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, you will know whether you won or took a lesson for that trade idea. Okay. So we want to wait for the re-break. So I want to wait until this purple line recrosses that red line, which we see it's about to happen. Okay. And I want to see the exact same thing happen down below on the RSI. And as you guys can see, it already did that on the RSI. And just as a side tip, I'll be throwing out a lot of side tips that I've known and picked up as watching the educators, hearing their experiences, and just even from my own, right? That the RSI moves a bit faster than the stochastic. Okay, you will see potentially it'll do moves a bit faster than the stochastic will in real time. Okay, you'll see that it kind of, by watching just both the stochastic and the RSI, mimics the movement of the market. It literally is just an indicator mirroring what the market is doing, giving you yet another confirmation, meaning more confidence to get into the market. As you can see here, the market goes up, so does these, right? Market starts to come down, so do these. Market comes up again, so do the purple lines. Same way in the market, you can see it just does exactly what the market is doing in real time, just in a different form of indication. So now here, I want to start coming down to smaller time frames. Okay. Now from the daily, I'll go down to the 4 hour. I'll see, okay, well, how are we doing more relative to where time is? Okay, this is kind of giving me more confirmation, right? That it is attempting to switch, right? Not just yet, because we can see that already the stochastic is all the way up here. So I might see this come down yet again before it actually makes the final decision to go up. Okay. When the stochastic and the RSI is way above here, do not get in. There will be another trade idea, a better setup, right, that you can wait for rather than praying for one to clear in your direction and in your favor. Okay. So now, once I start seeing, okay, well, I'm potentially looking for buy ideas, right? I can see that by looking at the currency strength meter, right? Euro is stronger than JPY, so I will be looking for buy ideas, right? Since we are looking at Euro JPY. So now I'm going to come down to the 1 hour. You see, I like to really take my time when I am analyzing the market. I don't like to rush this because at the end of the day, family, it is money. And if you know anything, money is hard earned. And in today, it is necessary and there's no money to waste. So it's definitely very important to be very cautious and just do your due diligence, right? Peace of mind goes a long way. So I can see that now the market is moving a bit sideways. Can you guys see that? So now I'm trying to see, well, is it really a good time to trade this currency pair? We can see that for a bit, it was literally coming down in a downtrend. It was literally looking for a potential sell. But I see that in the currency strength meter, it's attempting to switch, right, to a potential buy. So will I really want to get into the market now? No, I would want to let the market breathe for a little bit. I see that it was pushing for a downtrend for a while. Okay, as you guys can see, this is hourly time frame. So this is a good day that it's been moving in a downtrend. It will consolidate a bit before it actually decides whether it's going to push up or push down. So rather than guessing myself, right, I want to continue to look more into depth into this. So after looking at the 1 hour time frame, I will then come all the way down to the 15-minute time frame. This is where I really start to zone into where I'm going to trade. Will I even trade this idea? Right. So looking at this, this absolutely validates to me that it is moving sideways. However, consolidation does not always mean that you cannot trade it. If I've learned from the greatest, Nez himself, right, and so many greats after him, right, that you can absolutely trap the market. I used to get low-key so much anxiety as a beginner looking at them trap these markets. Like, when I mean they were trapping markets, they were trapping the markets like insanely, but I had such a great time learning. So one way where I like to now start charting up is on the 15-minute time frame, because that's where literally all my analysis will let me know how quickly I really want to get into the market. Okay. So when I already know the 3 simple confirmations that I need, looking at this, right, I can see a sell idea right now on the 15-minute time frame. So whatever time frame I am analyzing on TradingView, I will put 3 times that amount of time on pocket options or whatever broker it is that you're using. So if I am looking at the 1 minute time frame on TradingView, I am putting a 3-minute time frame trade idea on pocket options. If I am looking at a 5-minute trade idea on TradingView, my trade will be a 15-minute trade position. If I am looking at a 15-minute time frame on TradingView, that will be a 45-minute trade position. Okay. And guys, more time is not a bad thing. Okay. More time is honestly in your favor because you let the market breathe and move in your direction. You don't want to clear by micro pips, barely by an inch or a nail, right? You want to be able to have that way out of your way out of your entry point where you don't even have to look at it anymore, because you know this is going to definitely clear in your position. So from looking at this, right, we know that I'm looking at this and this is already a sell. This is an active sell right now on Euro JPY. Okay. And let me explain why. You can see here 3 confirmations already. As easy as this, it would have already given me, just by looking at this market structure and these 3 confirmations, I have a red volume bar. Anything red is sell. Okay. So red volume bar, red candle, right? And then right now we're going to chart up support and resistance to kind of really break it down for you guys. Okay. So I'm seeing red volume bar, red candlestick, right? We're seeing this purple line crossing down that resistance line on the stochastic as well as the RSI. Okay. So I have a cross up and a cross down. Can you guys see that on both stochastic and RSI? If you guys can both see that cross and recross on both here, let me know. See, type at 111 in the chat box. I want to make sure you guys are awake and with me right now, because this is an active sell that you guys could be taking right now on a 5-minute position, a 15-minute position, as we were talking about it. Okay. And now let's break it down a bit more. So we see that here it's kind of moved out of the trend line that we posted, right? Which lets you know it started moving sideways, which is also known as consolidation. So I'm going to come in here and I like to switch my form of looking at the chart from candlesticks, right? Which you can do right here, this little icon next to the 15-minute or time frame, right? I switch it over to the line. The reason why I like to switch it over to the line, because you guys sometimes can get confused of where do I put my line of support and resistance? Do I put it on the wick? Do I put it on the body? Does it really make a difference? You don't have to make it more complicated than it really is. And literally switching it over to a line chart made it really simple for me to visually see where the market's hit. I get to draw my lines and peace of mind. Okay. So I can see here, what makes a good line of support and resistance? A good line of support and resistance means that at least price has touched that line 3 times or more. The more times price is touched there, the stronger point of resistance or support. Okay. So here I can say that I'll come in here and roughly draw a line right here, okay? So I'm gonna draw a couple lines. There's no amount of lines that is correct, right or wrong, okay? I do quite maybe 2 or 3 just to kind of give me peace of mind. If it breaks through that line, that there's still more room for the market to go, to kind of let me know, okay, do I wait, right? Because it can push a little bit more, or do I jump right in? And usually I'm the type of person that likes to wait a bit more, give the market room to breathe, because I like to get a much better entry. Okay, so now that I've kind of just came in here, drew these 2 lines here as points of resistance, right? So I'm going to go ahead and change this to red. Let me see, switch over to red, okay? And so this is my roof now, okay? So now going to switch back over to our candlesticks. So now, as you can see visually now with the bars, that price has hit these areas consistently in this past maybe hour plus 2 hours, right? Where it's touched and bounced right off. And you could have honestly trapped the market, right? By coming in here and just drawing some lines of support as well, right? Seeing where is the floor, where has price hit down below, right? And then reverse. And I could clearly see from here that this is a strong point of resistance, okay? Let me just stretch the blue. Strong point of resistance. Let me see if I can find another one here. Okay, now I'm gonna switch back over to the bars. Makes sense. Okay, so I've seen it kind of be trapped within this line. So this is my area that I like to say the fun zone, okay? I've seen Nez himself go in ballistic and make so much money, no income claims on literally doing this. So you guys can literally come in here, take your 1, 2, 3 trades, right? If your goal is 5%, you can start off either 1 trade at 5%, or you could break it down. 2 trades at 2%, your last trade at 1%, or 2 trades at 3%. Whatever it is, you get to have fun and customize your trade. And you do that based off of your overall balance, okay? And the compound daily calendar calculator does a great job of explaining what that will look like as well. So as we can see here, right, if you would have already taken that trade idea, the candlestick represents 15 minutes. If you would have taken a 5-minute trade idea, you would have already closed that position in profits, okay? Which is awesome, awesome, awesome. So, or you're still currently in profits, right? So now I can see here that this line, this red line of resistance, right, this roof is my 4th confirmation, letting me know that the market has hit multiple times. It's hit quite a few times, right? I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now 6 times. This is a solid area of resistance. So this is a great example of a sell opportunity. And I just love how this essentially lines up right here, okay? As you guys can see from this vertical line, it's literally at my line of red resistance, right? Red candlestick, red volume bar, it's crossing down on my stochastic, right? It's crossing down on my RSI. This is a 4, I can literally go into so many more confirmations, but for beginners, this is a great trade for a beginner. Okay, you would have cleared this trade in profits, right? You could have already collected your 3, your 5% and be done, right? Please have the discipline to be done and close your laptops as soon as you are done with your daily percentage goal. If you want to continue trading, go ahead and do so on your demo account. Please don't do so on your real account, okay? Because your emotions will start to get the best of you, whether that's ego, whether that's hype emotions, or the not so great ones, okay? So now that we have discussed this, okay, I want to really share some information with you guys, because a lot of people are saying, well, how do I get more information? How can I really break down and get more into depth? All this information is already available and ready for you guys to get your hands on them. And it's over 1,200 videos. And it doesn't just specifically have to do with the trading, okay? This is literally to help you guys set yourself up. It doesn't have to just be base trading in every aspect that has to do with entrepreneurship, okay? Which is why you guys are on here, okay? You're looking for better ways to literally change your situation. So I want to share with this to you guys very quickly before we end the night tonight, okay? So here is a way for you guys to elevate yourselves and take it to the next level. And you want to know the best part is that you guys have a 3-day free trial to test this out, get your hands on it, literally go through as many videos, as you guys possibly can. Take as many notes and see if this is a fit for you, right? If you see tremendous value, which I promise you guys, I've already been through it. I've already been able to scale my businesses in so many ways, so much value literally at your fingertips, right? You don't got to go looking elsewhere. It's all right here in one place where you can scale, not to six figures, family. Six figures was the goal in the 90s, okay? Now in this day's economy, 7 figures is the goal. And that's where I am literally aiming for this year coming. Okay, so you guys can take advantage. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this link for you guys to try out for 3 days, family, 3 days. And if after those 3 days you guys say, hey, you know what, I want to continue taking and having access to this information, right? Really taking advantage of the mentorship, the information that's there, right? And really taking advantage of this, you guys can do so. It's only a one-time charge of $250 for the entire year. You guys have so much to really scale on this, whether that's trading, whether that's really online influencer, whether that's social media, whether that's leveling your music industry. It's all here for you, family. I've seen the person behind this really scale from nothing to over 7 figures, 8 figures as it is, and now really bring this information that's scaled over for already valued at over $2 million, and you guys have this for $250. That's literally a weekend out. Okay, family. So please take advantage of this information, right? As I mentioned, the Telegram chat, I will go ahead and drop the Telegram chat once more. This is a space where you guys will be able to ask questions. So I don't leave fixed time on. I leave fixed time off. And the reason why is because I'm going based off of the time frame of the candles. So I'm going with the flow of the candle and the times of the candles so that my time frame will close with it, because fixed time will give you 100% the 3 minutes, okay, or the 5 minutes, opposed to, let's say I put 5 minutes but the candle is already at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, right? I will get the 4 minute and 30 seconds, okay, if that makes sense. So I trade personally at fixed time off. So this is a great time for you guys to join the Telegram space, ask questions, great time for you guys to join, be able to learn, right? Join the culture. Like I said, no question is a dumb question. The only dumb question is the one not being asked, family. It has been an absolute pleasure and honor to be here with you guys today. Like I mentioned, if you guys need help setting up your Pocket Options account, even maneuvering, whatever the case is, communicate with me. I'm on the Telegram chat all the time. Here to serve you guys. Super grateful for those of you who are still here towards the end of this call. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure that you guys share this Facebook group. It is free. Share it with your friends, your family, anyone that you possibly know that could benefit from this, is looking for a way to make some extra money. Don't stop them from, a blessing that could potentially change the situation. So thank you so much, family. Again, so super grateful. Yes, I do trade NASDAQ, SPX 500, US 30, trade it all. I love it. So thank you so much, family. Love you all. I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday and Thursday again, same time, 11 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. EST. God bless. See you all in the next one.